What's up guys, this is Square2448 with a Farming Simulator 2017 video, and today we will be starting the new lawn care series here on the channel, and all mods that were used in this video were converted from FS15, and credits go to their original creators, and they will stay private for respect from their creators. We'll be taking the Chevy High Country on over to the shop, where we'll be loading up all the equipment and heading on out. So let's start the Chevy High Country, and we'll be heading out from our house, and a lot of you guys really do enjoy it when we start out at the house. So we'll be making our way on over to the shop, and our shop is the main farm for now, and we will be working on getting a new shop pretty soon. But this is a very highly requested video by all of you because Farming Simulator Lawn Care was really big in FS15, and I'm very excited to bring it to you guys in the new game. So we'll be here, and we'll probably just park right here and switch on over, and I will show you guys the equipment we will be using today, which consists of the Craftsman mower, the Laser Z, and the stand-on, and we do need a very powerful truck to tow this load trail trailer, which is very heavy, and I chose the 2017 Dually Ford. So let's start this on up. And this truck is very loud, so I'm sorry that it is, and I'll try not to talk too much when we are driving this since it is pretty loud. We'll back on up, and we'll be doing some residential and one commercial property today. And yes, this is a very strong diesel, because this trailer is very heavy since it has a lot of collisions. We'll turn it off, that way it's not too loud as we load up all these equipment. And on this Craftsman mower, when you see it, there's a hat floating above. I do need to work on it, and all these need work, and just going to let you guys know that I will be working on these, but they will be staying private for respect for their creators, so they can release them if they choose to do so. But we'll be taking that one for a backup just in case one of these other ones do not work. Let's start up the Laser Z. Now the front wheels do not turn on any of these mowers, but it still does work. Everything else does, which is awesome. We'll fold this on up, that way we don't damage it loading on in. And the first person camera views do need a little bit of work, so not sure how much first person we will be doing today, but overall this is very exciting for me since I'm very into lawn care in real life and in video games like Farming Simulator. Let's load this on up. Perfect. Now we will be trying to stay realistic and use these smaller mowers on these smaller properties, and this truck and trailer also need work on the lighting. But overall, we'll be heading on out now since we loaded on up, and this trailer has collisions all around, so the mowers won't be sliding out on us. We'll pull on out and make our way to the town from the main farm, and we'll be starting off with 2 residential properties, and then we will be working our way on over to the larger commercial lawn, and going to be an awesome, and this is a modded map of the Goldcrest Stock Valley, because the town grass is not mowable, which is pretty interesting, but I found a version and did some editing to it, coming to a complete stop, and we'll stay in the right lane. We aren't going to be going too fast since we are doing a hauling pretty heavy trailer, and a lot of you guys really did like the video of me using the single rear wheel 2017 Ford, and that's an awesome Ford. And I did state that there was a dually one, and I'm very excited to now have one of each in Farming Simulator 17. But I will be turning here. No lights work on the truck or trailer, so we will just have to do without for this video. And if you guys would like to see more lawn care, let me know in the comments, and I will gladly do more. But I will be doing these 2 properties to the right, the blue one, and the house that is similar to the one that we started off at. And now we will be blocking the traffic since we are a pretty wide load, and we'll just have to make do even with blocking the traffic. we'll turn the truck off, and I think that we'll be using the stand-on mower since this is a pretty small property for the front and we need to be able to maneuver. So we'll start this on up. And now the first person camera views did change. When you go forward and backwards, it does change, unlike it did in FS15. So it is a little bit of a different experience for being in first person. But we'll start out here going on the smaller side of the walkway, and then we will definitely be doing the back side, and possibly we'll be switching on over to the Laser Z, but I really think we'll save that for the large commercial property at the end of this video. But yeah, so we'll be doing this, and you guys can see as we come up here, you will see two different types of grass textures, and that is because the town grass is not mowable, which is pretty interesting. But overall, you just need to change the texture. This is awesome. I'm really do liking the new first-person style, where if you go forward, the camera goes backwards, and if you back up, the camera goes forwards. But that's pretty cool. We'll be mowing these two lawns together today, and I do need to change the tire tracks since they are not tractor tires on this, which is actually pretty funny. Big tractor mowing, but it's really just a 48-inch stand-on mower, and these were by far my favorite mowers from FS15, which I converted, and like I said, all these were converted from FS15, and I will not be sharing these for respect from the creators. But awesome. We'll be using the Laser Z on the larger property, but really liking lawn care, and especially since we are in this new game, it's going to be a lot of fun. So please give me a big like on this video if you really are excited for this lawn care series. I can't wait for it. I will definitely be adding new mods and fixing these mowers to make them even more realistic. So this is just a start, guys. There's work such as the tire tracks and all that, but I can't wait till we get everything ironed on out and just going all out with lawn care. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for more videos of lawn care coming every week. But whoa, looks to me, oh, you can see that the house actually has a little bit of grass pad that's needs some work on, so I will definitely have to look into that. But these are all work in progress conversions, but they will stay private, like I said, due to the respect, and you guys can convert them and use them for yourself if you would like to. But I'm wanting to get these front tires to turn to make it even more realistic, but it would not work. Really liking this first person, and I will be doing a first person challenge by request. A lot of you guys are excited for that, so stay tuned for a video with that. And this lawn's actually going pretty good, and this will be a little bit of a longer video to celebrate FS17 lawn care, the start of the season for us. And even though it's the end, I will still be doing some here and there during the winter, like I did snow plowing. And I can't wait to get some of those mods converted on over now. But this is awesome. Very, very exciting news for the channel, since the channel really did do very well in lawn care. Built a really nice company with a fleet of trucks, trailers, and mowers, which I did do a selling video to transition on over to the new game. But this property is almost done, and we mowed both of these together, combined the backyards to make it easier for us. But no striping pattern today, but I can't wait to get the walker out and lay down some stripes. So let me know in the comments, guys, on what mower you guys would like me to use next. And we're almost done here, and I'm thinking that when we go back to the trailer, we're going to have a traffic jam. Let's see, that it's going to be really funny if we do. But are we just finished? Are we going to have a traffic jam? Actually, I am very surprised, and I'm going down the sidewalk here since I don't want to damage our mower going off the curb. But it will load this on up and head on over to the commercial property. And we'll be using the Laser Z there, but the Craftsman mower is back up just in case any of these didn't work. Let's put up the ramp and pull on out. very awesome setup we are running today, and a lot of you guys really did enjoy me using pickup trucks to drive to the shop, so I decided we'll do that, and we'll be doing that for all the new lawn care videos. We'll be heading on over, and this is probably one of the largest properties that we will be mowing that is in the town, which is pretty cool. And I really do enjoy this map since it has a lot of detail, but we'll be parking in the back driveway just so that we don't cause any traffic problems if there is a lot of cars coming through the neighborhood. We'll check out this first person of the four, pretty nice, and it does have seating. We'll be taking a left and parking in the back. That way, we do not do it. And as you guys can see, there's white around the lights. If anybody knows how to fix that, drop me a link to a place that tells me how, and I thank you in advance for helping me fix the lighting for these converted mods. We'll park this here. Start the Laser Z. This is the first time we will be using this Laser Z in this game for mowing, which is very cool. And as you guys can see, the camera view does need some work since it does change, so we probably won't be doing too much in first person on this mower. Whoa, like damaging the mower a bit. Not turned it on yet? Yep, still need to learn some of the controls in this new game since I did reroute a lot of them, but this property is also very bumpy, so I think that we'll be running into some major problems here and there, and I will gladly work on fixing them. But we cannot be going over this sidewalk. It is just making this mower just do whatever it wants to, and that's not very good for this since it's a brand new mower in this game. And very overall excited that I got all these converted over for you guys, and I expect a video on lawn care probably every week. But let me know in the comments, guys, how much lawn care videos should we do a week? We'll do a 3-point turn before we hit that sidewalk again, trying to preserve our new mowers, but this property is pretty bumpy with the terrain, so we do just have to watch out for that, and possibly find a new commercial property and drop this client, since we want to do properties that will help us out, grow the business, not hurt the business, with making us pay for a lot of expenses due to the mowers being damaged. But it will go on over here. Looks like we are sitting behind the seat, and that is because of how the camera goes, so I will definitely fix that. But I'm going to do this side. This is the larger of the two sides, but let's put the chute all the way down. And I'm really liking this mower, but I will be fixing the wheels on these pretty soon. How large is this property? It's not too large. We'll definitely go the long way, and you guys can see the difference in the grass color from the town grass to the actual mowing grass. Whoa. I think the walker would have been the better decision because we're going to be scalping. Scalping is not good and doesn't really look that good, but we will have to do with what we have for today. Whoa, this mower is just being bounced around. It's like on a trampoline almost, if you would say. That's pretty funny that we compare this to it because it's kind of bouncing around a lot, but it's just the terrain. But overall, it's a lot of fun, and I'm very hyped for the daily videos that are on the channel each and every day, and a lot of you guys are really enjoying them, and I thank you all for the continued support. But this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual because we are celebrating this new start, but we need to probably get a skid steer in here and just level out this property. Let me know in the comments, guys, should we take a skid steer over here and just level out this and fix it? Because it's very frustrating for us to be going over terrain like this, and especially we don't have the walker, since the walker actually is very good on a hilly terrain, but this is almost like it's not mowable. We might have to call off this lawn care for today if it's really gonna damage it on this property. But yeah, we'll head on over here, go around. Is that a flagpole? I can't really see all the way up there. Let's take out and look up. Wow, pretty tall flagpole. if you can't see up. Wow. Pretty, I thought it would be 1, but I couldn't see it and I wanted to double check. But the handling on this, I will need to learn the new handling for us. But overall, wait, is that weeds? Yes! I believe that there is a soil. But we're going to mow around this hill. We are not going to mow up and down that and damage this mower any more than we probably already did today. But we'll be heading back to the shop when we are done, and we'll park it up and get in the high country and head back. And the high country was released recently to FS15, and then I converted it over, which is awesome that a truck like that got brought into FS15. But I will be working on some more mod conversions, so if you do have any cool mods you would like me to use in videos that were from FS15, let me know in the comments, and I'll gladly try my best to convert them. But we just got a little bit more here, and we'll be heading on back, and we'll be ending this at the house like we used to do in the good old FS15. We just got a little tiny pass, and then we'll load on up. And I can't wait, I will be building a new map for this game. So if you guys would like me to do videos on building that map, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this turning, it does still turn like a zero turn, just that the wheels do not. We're gonna have to put the chute up again. Awesome, we'll park this like that. And let's start up the stand-on mower. This is the newer version. There was an older version of that mower, but very awesome. And this 30-foot trailer, I believe it's a 30-foot load trail enclosed, is very helpful in protecting our equipment from the weather, and just overall a very nice equipment trailer. And there is collisions all around this, so you do not need to worry about anything flying out, which is why it is so heavy. But we'll be getting back on the highway here and heading on back. I'm just gonna gun it. Hopefully we don't total this truck or trailer like we almost totaled a car using the new Ford, which was going to be a very bad accident if we did not stop. But we are heading back now to the shop. We won't be unloading these, we'll be keeping them in the trailer for the next video. But let me know in the comments, guys, when you would like me to do another lawn care video. We are actually going probably over the speed limit. Yeah, we're probably going like 60 miles per hour right now. Isn't exactly the smartest thing to do, but we are still staying away from any speeding tickets, which it would actually be funny if they did do that. I know that in American Truck Sim they did have speed tickets, but yet again, this is Farming Simulator, and this game is mainly for farming. But I really do like how we can mod in whatever type of mod we would like, which is very cool. But we'll be pulling in and taking out the Chevy, and this is probably one of my new favorite Chevy trucks, just because of how cool it is. And I really do like the newer pickup trucks, and I'm very glad that we are getting a lot of these newer ones in the game. We'll be backing this trailer in to a point where nobody can access the side or the back gate to lock it on up. Perfect. And we'll park the truck at an angle like this so that nobody can tow it while the pressure is not on the back. Let's start up the high country and head back to our house. And this overall is a very nice truck, and like I said, I converted this, and all the mods were converted, and they will be staying private, so please do not ask for the links in the description. But I will be looking for some realistic engine sounds for all these trucks. I think that would be pretty cool. But we are almost probably halfway there. The house is very close to the shop, which is very nice for us. Traffic is clear. Looks like today's a pretty slow day traffic wise. We only saw a lot of traffic in the city instead of the country roads. But we'll back in here and call it a day. Awesome, so I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments on what you guys would like me to use for the next lawn care video. And like always, like, comment, and subscribe.